Hyderabad has the beauty and the luxury of the fact that here's an integrated community that's working together, uh, possibly for the first time. Right? We have arguably the frontier of the entrepreneurial ecosystem led by TiE. We have arguably the best business school in the country led by ISB. And now we have T-Hub, which is a little more than an incubator, coming together and trying to push the ecosystem of Hyderabad. So the 3 or 4 things that I want to lay expectations and give a sense of cold shower reality is along the lines of A, success, and B, timing. For any ecosystem to come to the fore, and if you look at ecosystems like Singapore that Professor Raj has been a big part of, or the Valley, it goes through its own churn, it goes through its own time, and its time will come as long as there's a focused approach to solving issues. And as you've heard from the last 2 speakers, the fact that we are going after sectors, and this is not a conceitedly joint effort to go after these sectors, right? Individually, everybody here has decided to go after sectors, and that's a very refreshing approach. The Valley went through this by itself when it decided to go after radio technology in the 60s. It moved up to transistors in the 70s, and thereon the ecosystem took off. I think the beauty that Hyderabad has today is the ability to focus on sectors, and therefore in the next 4 to 5 years we'll see the city emerge as the ecosystem champion in this country, and I'm pretty certain of it. I'm extremely confident that that will happen. The second one is success. I mean, we get asked a lot, and I'm pretty sure you guys do too. What is the conversion in terms of the number of startups coming to the fore and how successful they are? I think one of the things we need to embrace as a community is failure is not just good, it's fantastic, it's great. Historically, 80 to 90% of startups, regardless of stage and sector, have failed in the most mature ecosystems and the most nascent ecosystems. And I don't think that's going to change. The beauty of us getting together and doing what we do through programs and through events is the fact that the focus on the 10% that we have will give birth to the next Facebook or Google. And I think that's the beauty of what we're doing. Right? The beauty of what we're doing should not get besieged by the fact that we haven't moved the needle from 80 to 90% in terms of failure rates. It's not going to happen. I mean, this is a fight against probability, and that's a losing battle. The beauty of what we do is going to be measured on the basis of that 10%. Can we pick out a rock star from that 10%, and that rock star gives birth to the next 2 rock stars, and the next 5 rock stars, and the next 10 rock stars. And I think that's what I would urge the media personnel here as well to focus on is that 10%. Right? What are we doing with that 10% to push the ecosystem? And I think the TiE-ISB platform is a great platform for us to get together to try and fixate ourselves on who that 10% are, be it across sectors, be it across life stages of the entrepreneurial ecosystem. And I think this, for the first time possibly, is when we have a very programmatic approach to going about and solving that problem. What we are going to do at TiE-Hub, as an extension of what Raj was outlining, is we are dissecting the ecosystem, not just for Hyderabad, but for the worldwide ecosystem, with Hyderabad being the epicenter of it as we see it, is to split the ecosystem across life stages, and we've done it across 4 sectors. And the second one is a vertical approach, where we are beginning to look at which are the sectors that Hyderabad has a great platform to work on, and therefore we can solve India's challenges. So the sectors that we've picked independently, and it turns out that there's a great match as far as meeting of the minds are concerned. So it's agri-tech, fintech, sustainability, which includes clean energy, water, social tech, etc. So in the coming month or so, we'll be launching our own campaigns, but I think the TiE-ISB Connect is a great platform for us to make that announcement, such that when we work together, I just want to end by quoting a great math professor I had at grad school, and he said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 for large values of 2. And I think that's what we're trying to do, right? The 2 ways to go about building an ecosystem is to be competitive about it, like corporates do, or to work on the math professor's adage and work on it together, and that's exactly what we're doing. So whatever we can do as T-Hub to lend credence to what ISB and TiE are doing, we'll be happy to do it. And we are really looking forward to this partnership to make it a tremendous success. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and thanks for the time.